What's going on, everyone? Tim with Tim's Fish Shop here. So we're going to go ahead and do a tour of Tim's Fish Shop 2.0-ish, maybe like 1.8. I'm still working on it. It's almost done, but it's a lot better than it was. As you can see behind me, this is like the outside of the shop or fish room. It's a mess. I just have so much crap in here that I need to get rid of. Lots of lights and filters and all that stuff, and most of it I don't even need anymore. So yeah, ton of filters right there. Looks a little janky. It is a little janky, but it works. And rather than put up 2x4s and get yelled at and frame it and, you know, insulation and drywall and everything, like heck, I'll just put up the insulation, just get these panels at Home Depot, toss it all up, cover it with some foam, and put them together with just tape. And there you go. You got a makeshift fish room that can be taken out if I want to move or if we just need the room. Now, I did add these moving blankets and blackout curtains, and that is for the sound, to help kind of reduce the sound as well as keep additional warmth in there during the winter months because it gets kind of cold in Washington State. Yeah, so you could see it's 1, 2, like 90 in here. So let's go check it out. This is how you get in. And as you walk in, you could see a rack right here, little ghetto rack over there that I need to fix. Turn over here, and this is all live. I'm not sugarcoating anything. This is how a fish room, like my fish room, looks right now, because everything, you know, I work a full-time job in addition to doing this, and I love this. This is fun, but this is all done at night or on the weekends or after work. Here's another rack with a bunch of stuff. I started putting up some foam just to make it look a little nicer. My nether lost aquariums. Some more right there. Some over here, here, and here. And then the heater that heats the room. And we'll start right here. You can see that I have a pipe going, and this is where all the water comes through. All the way around, and it stops right there, and it comes over here at a 90, but they're stopping there. So I need to make that and extend it further to the end of the garage where the door is over here to power all of these on the side. It comes back over here to my pump, which is a Viva Sun, and this thing's pretty cheap. It was like $100, but it powers the entire room. I had the one from Co-op. I forgot what it was. It was a linear piston one, and it can power everything for some reason. Like, I was probably doing it wrong, but I found out that this is, you know, much better for what I am using it. All right, so standard shelf that you could get at Home Depot, or actually I think I got this one at Costco. And I have 6 10-gallons up here. I could have done 20s, but I wanted to do 10 so I could fit more stuff in here. The next side, it's kind of like spaced for small aquariums or the storage like I have right now. And those are some of them, 6-gallon long and 12-gallon longs. Then down here on the third shelf, I have 20 talls, 5 of them, a 40, 2 20s, and a 15 tall. So let's check them out. Again, everything here is pretty much for sale. I'll let you know if it's for sale before checking out each individual tank, and then if it's not, I'll let you know as well. So let's get into it. All right. So right here we have some gold pandas. These are guppies. Great. I love them. I always sell male guppies right now because I want to give you guys true colors. Like I don't want to like mess up the females and maybe they got bred by something else. But these are pretty sweet. I like them. You can also see some Bristlenose in there, and it's probably some baby Bristlenose fry in there. They've been breeding for me pretty well. Albino and chocolates most likely. So if we could check them out, or if you could see them. There's probably some on the lotus pod right there. And I find lotus pods to be amazing for almost all types of fish. Look at this. You must have this in all fish rooms if you have one of these racks, because I'm short. Little chair. All right, there we go. That's better. So you can see right here, this is the lotus pod, and it was complete on that right-hand side, right there. It's like that entire layer has been taken off, and you can see the fibers, and that's all from the fry. I didn't realize it, but like this is the perfect botanical for Bristlenose fry, because they just take it out like crazy. They just eat everything. And it looks like our Pleco might be on some eggs again. Let me check this Bristlenose. Can't really see all the... Oh, yeah. No, just some, maybe some babies in there. I don't know if you guys could see them. Anyways. So, we got those. A couple babies right there. Let's see. Next tank. We have in here Tuco Tetras, which are actually really cool. I love them. They're not for sale because I don't have enough. And I am going to be putting them into a different tank. What else do we have in here? Got some lava rocks in there for bacteria. Sparkling Gouramis in there. Out in the back. Over here we have Khuli Loaches for sale. Bunch of Khuli Loaches everywhere. Let's see. I plumbed this a while back. It works, but I don't use it too much anymore. And then Ember Tetras. So, for sale. Find on Tim's Fish Shop. Over here, bread and butter, we got some neon Tetras, and these are some larger ones. Looking great, super healthy. They're really loving the black water from the lotus pods. And we also have some Assasin snails that I need to put on the website. But they're right there. Over here, not for sale just yet. They might be pretty soon. They're polar parrot and platinum parrot fry. See them right there. And I'm kind of like a mulm pro mulm, because it really gives the fish a lot of food. There's a lot of bacteria and paramecium and food for the fry. So I just leave it in there until they get a little older when I'm doing a two job. Anyways, here we have some Gardneri killifish. You could see them. They take off over there in the back. It's hard to get a good zoom on them because they take off whenever they see me. Nope, those are red neon luminatus. Blue-eyed red. Neon blue-eyed luminatus, or red luminatus. But I do have some Gardneri in there. The Gardneri are not for sale. The luminatus are. You can find them on the website. All right. Like I said, we have some 6-gallon longs, just some extra stuff over here. Really storage, food. All right, let's go to the next one. See if I could get some lights on. I haven't set these lights up automatically yet. While I do like fish lights, I prefer industrial lights because they light up the entire area without having to manually turn them on. Like that one doesn't even turn on right now. Nope, that's why. All right, let's turn this. Put the Aqua on. There we go. All right. See if we can get better pictures. All right, so in here we have some red Venezuelans. All in the corner you could see there's one balloon ram, electric blue balloon ram, and then I have some gold laser cories. So if you guys are interested, all of these will be on the website. Over here is empty. This is where the Amazon puffers are going to be shortly. I'm getting them in tomorrow, so be sure to check those out. They're going to go fast. They always do. So there's some nickel size, a little bit larger, some quarter size polar and platinum parrots that are just growing out. Let's move this lid. All right, so we have a couple Bashirs in here. These are Senegal Bashirs. They're growing out. Those are for sale. I need to get rid of them soon, so go ahead and check out the website. We also have some black Venezuelan cories. Those are not on the website. I'm going to try to breed these guys. But like I said, everything has some botanicals in there. These are the lotus pods on the website. Ignore this one. This is not for sale. These are assorted guppies that I just use as feeders. Breed, see what colors come out. And then I also have some electric blue crayfish in there. That's why it's all muffed up. And down here, let's see if I could turn this one on. Does this one have a light? Yeah. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I'm going to keep it real. My tanks are not pretty. They're functional, and they do what I need.
And you can see I have some sultans in there, like the sultans. Love these guys, beautiful. Look at those. And you get some platinum parrots. These are some of my Gen 1, Gen 2s. I love those guys. My polar parrots, those are Gen 1 and 2s. Beautiful. And you can see the female in there is on some fry. I need to pull in a minute. What else do we have in here? You'll see a bunch of stuff in here. We have these sultan. We have some sultan plecos. I know I have some green phantoms. That's a blue phantom. Everyone's getting along. I know some people don't think they would, but they really do. Got some Bosamani rainbows in there. They're on the website. I need to get those shipped out pretty soon. So if anyone's interested, hit me up, leave a comment, check out timsfishshop.com. All right. Look at that guy. Beautiful. All right. Next one. Orondas. These are not for sale. These are mine. I'm going to breed them this summer. They are beautiful. They got huge. That's a Thai calico Oronda in there. And you guys might see like white spots on their head. That's nothing to worry about. They're not sick or anything. It's their wen. And that's what that little bubble on their head is. It's just from the growth. You can see that one has it and that one. They're just growing, getting bigger, and they're when it's just extra skin, and it keeps on growing. So these guys have been great all winter long in here. I have a couple of minnows in here, white clouds that got it out and escaped. And you guys might hate it, but I have a ton of, there we go, a ton of duckweed that I grow out specifically for them, and they'll eat all that by the morning. I have a lot more. Yeah, some Dumbo Guppies in here again. Tons of guppies. You can see these guys. Beautiful specimens. All of them are $5 each. Running a deal right now. Check it out on the website. These are platies. Got candy cane platies. Regulars, mixed. Pretty much a various mutts in there except for the candy canes. And a couple Bristlenose. Just to help keep things on the bottom a little clean and, you know, just storage. But if you guys are interested, I can put them on the website. They are not yet. I'm going to see if I could just breed them during summer. Keep them in big 55-gallon drums. All right. Then we'll get to the ghetto corner because I haven't really done much with this. Right here is where I keep my rainbow shiners while I kind of acclimate them to breed. They're breeding right now, so I have them in a different rig. I did have a beta in here. It was a special needs beta, and she has a bent spine. I moved her into a bigger tank, and these are all just random ram swarms I'm letting breed out, so that way I could feed them to the puffers, Indian Pea Puffers, and Amazons. This is a 7.5 gallon. This is Macachai Betta, whatever they're called, Macachai Bettas. Some of my favorite. They're super skittish, but they're beautiful. Got one male and two females. I really don't like this light above me. You turn it off. Now, like I said, it's dirty in here. It's not clean right now, just due to the fact that I'm constantly working on it. So, they're all happy and healthy. No need to worry. Let's see. There we go. You guys see that? Nope. It's taking off. Female right there. They want more food. I feed them way too much, but they love it. They clean out their tanks. All right. Anyways, more guppies. These are blue variegated guppies, blue neon. Very pretty. If you guys are interested, check it out. And over here are celebs rainbows. I'm sorry. Gutrudis? I think these are Gutrudis or celebs. I need to check. But I have a ton of them on the website. Check them out. And this stuff has been great. Some kind of German natural insect meal paste. Love it. It's great. It works great for the guppies. I mean, for the parrots and for the bottom dwellers. Even the bishirs and the axolotls like it. All right. Let's see here. We'll go to this side. Really warming here. I have this oil radiator at 90. And some random Medaka, some redheads. Got some down there, some kohikis, platinums. And they're just doing their thing. They're breeding. In here we have a blue-eyed Pleco. Have some long thin chocolates, some peppermints. And then all the cories in here are stir-by cories, whether they're standard or, let's see, there we go, standard or albinos. And there's an albino right there. All right, and these came in last week. These are pretty sweet, but they're skittish as all heck. These guys are King Kong purple parrots, according to the wholesaler. There we go. They actually have grown a little bit. They're just super skittish. But they're doing great. They're eating. No problem there. So if you guys are interested, I haven't put them on the website yet. I will. And this is my 40 or 50 gallon acrylic. Definitely need to change out the water shortly, but this is where all my cories are. These are like 3rd gen cories. When you zoom out, there we go. They're just doing their thing, surfing. I have a couple of flagfish in here, not too many. But this is kind of just like the leftover tank where all the cories go, plants that I don't keep in the other ones go. Yeah, just doing their thing. I get like 1,000 eggs at a time from them though, so it's pretty cool. All right, so you guys saw those, and then this is my shrimp setup kind of in small nanos. I need to finish it up, but I need to brace it before I add those 2 tanks. Also, you guys probably haven't seen these yet. This is, let's see, there we go. These are white worms, and it's pretty gross, but just feed them bread with some yogurt, and they just absolutely destroy it. It's moldy right now, so I'll change it out, but that doesn't deter them. Like, they're everywhere, and they love that stuff. All right. Over here, we have some orange and yellow tiger shrimp. So some are neos, some are Chiradina. You can see like that one, they're doing well. This one's Prego. She has some eggs. See the botanicals in there. Like I said, lotus pods everywhere. Lotus pods, gum pods, and catappa leaves and alder cones. Alder cones up there, catappa leaves. These are Bloody Marys. See these right here? They've already bred for me. I think there's, yeah, you can see a baby shrimp right. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Look at that little dude. So there's like a handful of those guys in that. These are King Kong panda shrimp. Caridina. I like them. They're gorgeous. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. There's some more in there. They always hide in the catappa leaves and in the lotus pods. And then this one are pintos. Got some pintos in there, and then some blue shrimp right there. So there's a handful in there. I only have like 8 pintos, maybe less, and the rest are going to be the shrimp, the blues. And up here, just standard cherry shrimp. I always see. And right here are some pretty sweet. There we go. These are blue neon rasboras. Axolotls, I call them. Axolotls. I forgot the Latin name, but I have some better clips on YouTube. If you fairly new side. I try to keep everything natural and not mess with stuff too much. So you can see that I have like this plant that I got outside, and I'm just in aquaponics almost. This tank here, all black Tetras, black neons. Big, gorgeous. You guys should check them out on the website. 10 for 30 if you, and the neons are 10 for 25. Right here we have Endlers, females and males. I can't see right now. The light just turned on. I don't know they're dead. They are. That happens. These are Campona 7 Endlers. But I like these way better. These are Scarlet Endlers. There's males and females, and they're doing a little bit better. I did have a mono shrimp in here, so you guys probably see them. And actually, I see some baby Endlers in there. I don't know if you can. Anyways, and then of course, I said I had some puffers. There's some neon or Indian Pea Puffers in there. Oh, you probably see them right there.
These are going to be on the website. I need to update it. And again, I have botanicals in all of these tints. King Tigers, L33s, L333s. In there, underneath. None are breeding right now. I need to change out the water and get them set up. There's too many in there. But this right here next to it is my Rainbow Shiner breeding setup. So you can see I have a black basket in there. And you'll be able to see right here. I'm going to post a link to the website, or I'm sorry, to the video of the Rainbow Shiner for how to breed video. But you can see I have this plant basket. I have some rocks. I have a filter. And then I think some, yeah, let's see if you guys can see them down there at the bottom. There you go. You see how they're moving down there? Those are all fry. And I've been slowly transitioning them to my new fry setup that I have just created. I saw this from someone and I thought it was really cool. So I was like, heck, I have all those things already as is. It's kind of a take on Dean's fry system, but a little bit different. For instance, you can see that this is the type of Sterilite tub that goes underneath the bed. And then you have a power head. I connected it to a 1/2-inch PVC, drilled some holes, put in some valves, connected the water to them, and you can see it's going pretty well. I also have a sponge filter, and these are just little dollar store baskets that I flipped over to keep these above water a little bit. I added a bunch of gravel in there just to make it add some beneficial bacteria and just more surface area for the bacteria to grow. Put in some alder cones, turn it a little black water. And then what do I have in here? These are black Medaka and Galaxy Pearl Medaka. And like I said, this one's going slow because I need to turn it on higher, but this one's going a little bit faster. And enough fresh water is going. I have this drilled with filter foam. And that's how the water gets out on that side. Over here in the center, you can see this is like taken from Dean's setup because I had this on a 20-gallon long. So I need to take those out. But anyways, you could add this and make it modular. So what I'm planning on doing is adding some PVC right here, right there, and on the other side. And then on top, and then more PVC right here. And then add about that much room. Right here, I'll put a crate, and then I'll stack 2 or 3 more of these. And so the water will just drop in, or I could do it however I want, right? So that'll give me another 3 or 4 areas. But I doubt you'll be able to see them because they're clear right now and super tiny. But in this one are the Rainbow Shiners. And this one has nothing. I need to add some stuff in there. I don't know what. So that's the fry system. I'll probably do a whole video on that later. Over here are the Galaxy Pearl Medaka. These are all for sale. I don't know if I've activated them on the website yet, but you'll see them there. Love those guys. These are the Black Midnight Medaka. These are really cool. Look great in the sun against your little ponds. And then this one gets a lot of light, as you can see directly below. But these are a mix of yohikis and assorted lames. Lame is the pearlescent that you see on the top. And then over here is just a lone albino sturbi that I need to fit or get into the other tank. But these are some of my Danios that I bred just for the heck of it to see if I could. There's only about 15 of them. I'm just letting them grow out, living their best lives. Down here is just a mess of stuff that I need to move. Right here are microworms, they're growing. And then this is a 30-gallon, which I'm going to put my tilapia fingerlings in. I'm going to do a whole aquaponic system. So I'll go ahead and do a video on that. 55-gallon drum, kind of rigged up to a water system that I need to change out, inline water system. Water comes into here. This is the bad water, so I'm not really demineralizing it, or I'm sorry, reverse osmosis yet, because I need to change the system out. It's just bad water anyways. And I have a pump in there connected to a kind of like a python almost. And then I just connect it right there. This is just a tank that, or what's it called? A bathroom sink, just a utility sink. There we go, utility sink I got for free. Almost everything in here was free. Free. A lot of these things were free. And yeah, I just rigged it up, kind of ghetto. I didn't even add a P-trap in there. I should later, but it just connects right there and goes outside. All right, here we go. Last tank. So I don't have all of them on, but let's see. So these are some, right up here are some Flu Ball 15s. You see that I have both those hanging out of them. And then a 14-gallon Aquaponic cube. Anyways, so here's some Peppermint Plecos. I don't know if you could see them in there. I have a handful of them. I did get a couple bred. So that's why you'll probably see some in the other tanks. And botanicals, of course, in there. That's why it's darker water. Macachai Fire Reds in here. I have 2 of them, along with a couple Snowball Plecos. I don't know if you can see them in there. And then over here are Rasboras, and then a single Japanese sword-tailed guppy. All right, here we go. Let's go over here. These are red cap guppies. Really like them. $5. Check it out on the website. And then I have a couple Julii Cories in there. And I don't remember if this is the Rio Paraguay Plecos. You might be able to see right there. I don't think they're L33s. I'm sorry, L333s, but you guys let me know, I forget. And then these are blue Moscows, and these are gorgeous. I love these so much. They're just beautiful. Their fins are a bit ripped because they've been nipping at each other. I need to add some females in there, even if it's just to divert aggression. Then I have a couple black Moscows with some red Cobras. I added some females in there to kind of give them some breeding stock. And then people that don't think that betas can live together, these are wild betas and aliens, so a hybrid of Splendid and usually Embellis. But they're actually doing really well. Like you can see this one right here, that's a green alien, blue alien, and then my Embellis is right there. I believe that's the Embellis, or maybe it might be in the back, but like really no fin nipping, and these are females as well. They're doing great. They eat a ton. The females are fat. You can see their egg spots coming out. I'm gonna breed these guys in a bit. Look how beautiful they are. Wish this light wasn't that bright right now, but love these guys. So I need to add those. I do have aliens on the website. I have some Splendids. Check them out. You'll see them. CPDs. Don't have too many of them, maybe 20. They're always fidgety and they hide back here. These are strawberry Rasboras. I really like them. Nano, don't get bigger than half an inch. See if you guys can get them while you pull them. They're only like $3. And then Palladius Cories, which I have not added to the website yet, but I need to. And check out this guy. This is my copper half moon. He's gorgeous. Love this guy. Come on, dude. And into focus. There we go. Gorgeous. Anyway, sorry. And then we have an acrylic 75-gallon, maybe a 110. I forget what. But we have a mix in here. So right there, most of these are South American. That is a Geophagus Brazilians. And then I think you might have just seen, I think he hid, was Pistogramma Panduro. Got some electric blue Acara. So far, the only ones I've bred in here are the pearl cichlids, the Geophagus Brazilians. Got some Serpe Tetra in here that are just, in there as dithers and just hang out. It's another one. Then I have some Cactus Plecos. There's a handful of these guys in here. We're all hiding. See another one right there. There's one of the Pandoros. And then I have a huge comment. You can see her, him, her. Huge, maybe. Female, male, I don't know. Common albino pleco in there that I got for like $1, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you can see the tail of the cactus pleco in there. Another one, and Higer
I need to get another one of these, but these Higer titanium heaters, 800 watt, are amazing. So get them while you can. This is my pothos. Look at that root system. Can't beat that. And it's growing here, all the way across here, up, 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 up.
And then we go back. The other part is growing this side.
Take that off because it's wasting the leaf.
It's going all the way here and up on this side. Pretty cool. Love it.
All right, so that's the 75. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys in here. This is what I was using for the Medaka because they really don't require aeration. Well, I added air in there, but they really don't require much. They don't need to filter all that much. But you could see some stuff moving in there. I moved them all into the other one, but there's a tiny one, little black dot that probably just hatched recently. And then there might be some Galaxy Rasboras in here as well, Pearl Danios. All right. So I just got these in, and sadly a couple of them died, but these are Gambusia, mosquito fish, and I am breeding these just to help control the population out here in my place. And yeah, we'll see how these turn out. Hopefully I'll get some males in there from the babies, but we'll see. In here we have snails, clown killies. I'll probably put the clown killies on the website. Corey has brosis. These guys are pretty small. And then got a couple pygmy cories. And then there's a killie. Super pretty fish, underrated. All right. And then these are just in holding right now. I need to post these, but these are wild type axolotls. This one's really cool. You can see the difference in color. It's like a bluish black. And then I have one more like that. I don't know where he is. He's probably in the back. But these guys are awesome. Gotta watch out too because they're so small and they might start biting each other. And I have to start tubbing them and putting them in their own tanks. This is my green water, which I use for Daphnia. And surprisingly, nothing in here ever dies. And that's because, I don't know what it is about green water, but you can see there's a Pleco in there. I need to give them a little bit more. And then right there, white cloud mountain minnows. And my favorite duckweed for the bullfish. All right, over here we have a couple more axolotls that are gonna have to go soon. These are albino golds. Still gorgeous. They're pellet trained, same with the wilds. So if you guys need those, can be on the website. Some Danios that I need to get rid of and free up this tank. I'll probably toss these in the axolotl tank just to live their lives. It's 55 gallon downstairs. Got some right there. And that about sums it up. This is my setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, everything in here is pretty much for sale that I showed you. If I mentioned it, if I said it's not, sorry. I'll start adding more updates on what's going on. But again, I appreciate all your support. If you guys have it in your arts, give it a like. It'll help the algorithm, get this out to everyone. And of course, as always, please subscribe. Happy fish keeping. Take care. Tim's Fish Shop out.